is grown as a mixed crop in arecanut and coconut plantations, utilizing the indoor spaces and 50% shade available in the gardens. Cocoa has a typical growth habit of branching in tiers in different heights and flowering in main stem and branches, that is called cauliflorous or truncate bearing. In the intercropping system, to restrict the height of cocoa at manageable level with optimum interception of light, canopy architecturing through pruning and training is very important. Normally, cocoa seedlings show straight upward growth up to 1 or 2 years. After that, the main stem gives rise to 5 branches. These branches are called as fan branches or plagiotropic shoots. This process of production of fans is called jar cutting. After first jar cutting, fans continue their growth for a while, and after some time, at the jar cut point, another upward growing shoot or an orthotropic shoot will arise. It is called as chupon shoot. This chupon will also further give rise to another sequence of fan branches. Likewise, cocoa grow in multiple tiers. In the cropping systems, only one tier is maintained at manageable height, and crisscross branches and low hanging branches are removed to allow sufficient sunlight to penetrate into all branches to induce flowering. Pruning is done within 60 cm from the jar cut. In seedlings and young plants, formation pruning is practiced in first year and second year of planting. It is to decide the height of first jar cutting and number of fans per jar cut. Usually, jar cutting is allowed at 1 meter height and 4 fans in all directions to balance the crop. From third year onwards, upward growing chupons, hanging shoots, weak and intermingling branches are cut to maintain the structure of the tree to cone or umbrella shape, and this is called structural pruning. During crop growth, regular annual maintenance pruning is practiced in all mature trees by retaining an average of around 20 to 30 leaves for a developing pod. In clonal plants produced through grafting and budding, multiple branches arises from lower heights which has to be pruned very carefully. 2 to 3 main branches are allowed in the initial years to give anchorage and strength to the plant, and later annual pruning is practiced to maintain an umbrella-shaped canopy. After pruning, all the cut ends should be swabbed with 1% Bordeaux paste to prevent any fungal infection. Big branches are cut and removed from the plots, whereas small branches and leaves are cut and mulched in the basin itself. This will conserve the moisture in the post-monsoon and summer seasons. Pruning is practiced in the month of September in the traditional belts of Kerala and Karnataka states after the main season harvest. This pruning will induce rhythmic flushing or production of new leaves in the month of October, followed by flowering during November. And the pods will come to harvest by April-May. This systematic pruning even reduces the incidence of pod rot during monsoon season. Some genotypes will show continuous flowering and fruiting throughout the year, and so mild pruning may be taken up in such trees. Frequent sanitary pruning may be taken up to remove rotten, damaged pods, dried and dead shoots, ant nests, mummified pods, and any climbing plants. After 12 years, all seedling and clonal plants are maintained at 4 meter height in a conical or umbrella shape with 15 to 20 meter square canopy area to get high pod production. For pruning, secateurs, pruning knives, sharp sickles, shears, mechanical pruning devices, tree pruners, telescopic power pruners are used depend upon age of trees and size of branches. Peeling off of bark is prevented with these devices.